Hey everybody, this is Stephanie. I'm going to jump right into this week planner spread on in my classic Happy Planner. So I pulled out a stamp set. This is a new stamp set that I just recently got. It's from Kindred Stamps, and it was a pre-order, and it's called Tree Huggers. Now it is a Lorax, the Lorax theme inspired movie. I don't know if you have kids, you may probably more than likely know about it, unless you like the Dr. Seuss kind of themed based. Then yes, but yes, I really loved this stamp set. My son is obsessed with the Lorax right now, and Minions, and Thomas. So I grabbed out a sheet of just plain printer paper, copy paper, cut out my own version of hills, and then I am going to grab out, I think it's the Mowed Lawn Tim Holtz, and then I grabbed out this little brush. Now these little brushes, I know they're on scrapbooking sites, and I think they're pricier compared to where I found mine. I found mine at the dollar store in the makeup section, so I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you're interested in the scrapbooking supplies, these brushes right here, I've seen them at the dollar store. So they are hard to come by though. Some of them were a ton of them there, but I had only got one or two. I didn't want to get the whole stash, and now I'm kind of having trouble finding them. So every time I go and I do find them, I do grab one or two just to stock up, and so I can have one for every color, or at least for every shade. You know, I can use it for all the blues and all the yellows and all the oranges, so that way they don't necessarily have to have one for each individual ink. I was checking to see if there's bleed through. There was no bleed through, thankfully, because I know the Happy Planner sheets of paper are really, really thin, and I normally stamp out my images on a piece of paper anyway, so that way I can adjust them wherever I want them to go. But I do wish they were thicker quality in paper, just because when I stamp, I like to stamp out boxes and sentiments on there for like the bills, so that I don't have to write it, since I'm not really I don't really care about my handwriting. So if I can have it nice and clean, I would rather go with stamps. But I think that the left side I did some stamping, and you can't really tell. So I think the middle row you can kind of see some stamp images that I did from the previous week, but it's not really a big an issue. So thankfully on that. So right now I'm just trimming off. I'm doing my green, my little hills here to create a scene at the bottom with the stamp set. And then after that, I'm going to jump into the boxes with some sticker books. I got some sticker books this week. My husband stopped by Michael's so I can see if I can get lucky with the clearance that everybody is sharing. I did get lucky. I found, I think, like 3 of them. And yeah, so I'm going to be using one of them, and it has like a rainbow color scheme. That's going to be my color scheme for the week, just because I was going toward that look with the trees from the stamp set are colorful, and it just kind of went that way. Alright, so now I'm going to start cutting out or stamping out the images to cut out. I do have a brother scan and cut to fussy cut them, but when I don't have that many, or I want to just sit in front of the TV and fussy cut them, I totally do. I pulled out the sentiment that comes with that stamp set, thinking that I may like to use it. First time, the impression doesn't come out as good, and I did forget I had the stickers from the previous week, so that was why. And I try and stamp over it, but then I'm still against it, so I stamp it on the sticker, but I just was not happy with the sentiment this time around, which in reality, as I look at it now, I think that was just fine. I was just overthinking things, and I tend to do that on a regular basis, so that's no surprise. And so now I'm going to end up taking that off, which I'm so thankful for. These stickers do not tear the paper. And I'm going to use this sidebar here that I'm working on. I normally either do a master list on here of all the things that I have to achieve for the week, or I will have it as a decorative image full of motivating or inspiring quotes. I love to kind of switch things up depending on the week. Normally you get a feel on Sunday how you're going to be feeling for the week. Like, oh, I got so much to do. I really need to put it down on the master list, a whole list of things. So that way at the end of the week, I can mark down, or during the week, I can mark down, okay, this is when I got that done, and I can check all that stuff off. I don't like to set it up as much throughout the week on certain days, because sometimes it just doesn't happen. I didn't have time on that day to get things done, and I have a toddler, so that's mainly the reason why. He's kind of like the boss right now, so he's going through a lot right now. He's 2. You already know when they're young and they're very demanding. So I like to just do a master list on the side if there's a lot to do. So So right now here I'm also placing a ton of the stamp image of these little lines just to mark off what I got done on that day. The bottom, these bottom rows are boxes there. I like to place things that I got done for my channel here and just crafty things such as like layouts that I have to do, any challenges that I'm participating on Instagram that I need to get done. I know there's a challenge from Tracery Designs and to scrap, harder. It's a harder challenge, scrap harder challenge. There you go. And just, random things that I want to get done. So I want to make sure I'm organized about it. So I placed that there. This is the new sticker book that I got. It couldn't have been at a better time as well. Since I'm doing this, the colors just matched with it really well. So I gotta thank my lucky stars and my husband for shopping for me on that day. He totally scored big for me. I kind of struggled here a bit for this layout, trying to figure out which boxes to use, what I wanted to write on, like how much my writing would fit in them. So I do struggle on this layout kind of bit. And I normally just do stamps when I'm working in my planner on normally. So it was different. This is definitely new grounds for me, but I really enjoyed blending in stamps with my stickers. So it works out in the end. There on the 7th, I wanted to participate on the, what is it called? Hashtag Thursday 3. And you basically name 3 things that are currently right now. And I've been seeing it from many of the other followers, from the people that I'm following. And I just wanted to start participating in that. And it just really makes me reflect upon myself. And you share a picture of yourself and you name 3 currentlies of that week. And I wanted to share that because I wanted to be more open on that platform and start sharing more things about myself. On my Instagram, I share a variety of stuff from projects that I'm doing, so they're all crafty related. I don't really share a lot of my personal life as much, or I don't get really political. I just want it to be my safe haven of all things creative. So if you're interested in that, I will be placing my handle down below, as well as my name. It is just staff_allaround_crafty on Instagram. I really love these rainbow little quotes papers here, these decorative boxes, and it just made all the fills for this week, which is so crazy because it's January and I kind of wanted to go with that winter look, but when I saw this stamp set and finally came in time, I was just like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it this week, and so I did, and I'm really happy that I did. I broke my little invisible wall. It's like my bird says hi if you heard her. And I'm watching I have a goal weight just to start working out and to start eating better, since it really hit it hard for the winter break. My husband was home and we love to eat, so we were just there eating and grubbing like the whole 2 weeks, and yeah, felt very sluggish and overeating a lot, and I just want to get back on board. So I'll be placing a box there on the right side on the 7th for Friday, since that's when the new year started. Every Friday I'll be checking my weight. I decided to place, since I'm not using the sidebar for my master list, I'm going to be placing them along on the strips there that I have. My son doesn't have school on Monday, so I had to put a little alarm sticker there on the 5th to remember that I have to set my alarm for Tuesday and actually get up and start our week. So we had an extra day to get things lined up on Monday, so that's why you see that pink strip, since I have to write a ton of things to get done before the day. That includes like laundry, grocery shopping, all on Monday instead of normally on Sunday. And this is where I'm deciding that I want to place my goal weight. Oh, right there, the paper tore, guys. The paper tore on me. It was like, nope, you're staying there. So that sucked, but it's okay. I left it there. It is what it is. We're just gonna go with the flow. It's definitely challenging with these stickers, especially when they don't line up, which is my fault because I'm not lining them up properly, but still I'm just like, And the funny thing is when I'm stamping, if it doesn't come out perfectly, I'm just like, well, it's a stamp. It wasn't gonna be perfect. If the chances are not as, you know. So it makes me laugh that I twitch more with the stickers and have an issue with them. I guess I feel like you weren't supposed to stick yet. Does that make any sense? That's so funny. As you can see me trying to adjust them, right? Oh my god, that's funny. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just struggling with these stickers, trying to get used to them. But I do collect stickers. I love stickers, especially from the dollar store. And there's such awesome stickers for $1 there that I keep them and I hoard them. But I need to start bringing them in. I think I probably will for some layouts, just because I feel like they can create a scene just fine. I like to change things up in my planner just to decorate it how I see fit. So, although you'll definitely see me working with printable collections and these sticker books from Me and My Big Ideas, and stamps. It's guaranteed because I just love stamps so freaking much. And you pay the same price. I think they're the same price as an Etsy kit. They're like 15 to 20 bucks. That's the same thing for a stamp set. At least with the stamp set, you're able to use them again and again. So like after this, I can make a card for my son. I can make a 12 by 12 layout of him watching this, using that as a background for papers. I also have done with my stamp sets, do it as a background. So stamp them all over, like an 8.5 by 11 or smaller if you don't feel like doing a lot of stamping. And then you can reprint it over and over, make a ton of copies, and then that's an instant coloring book for the kids, a custom one. I've done that for the holidays, like Christmas stamps all over the place, and the kids just loved it. I actually used it as a prize when we play Christmas games and stuff and Halloween games, and then they get points, tickets, and yeah, a lot of the kids picked out those custom coloring books pages. I just love that. Just some ideas on some stamps. I love stamps, guys. So if you ever need ideas, I got them. I find ways, guys. All right, so I pulled out another stamp set to do some clouds there to kind of go with the theme that I have here, that little. And I believe it was a citrus twist stamp set. I think it was called like Oh Happy Days, or actually it was a different one. I know which one it was. It is Let's Wander. And I think I used the Tim Holtz tumbled glass color lately. I think I've been obsessed with that. I just love it. So here I showed you all the products that I worked with. It was 3 different items, 2 sticker books, I think. And, oh no, a sticker book with 2 stamp sets. And this is how it came out. I hope you got inspired in some way. As always, thanks for watching. Bye.